really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Who's going to do it, honey?
Good evening, everyone. Happy
Good
Monday.
evening. Happy Monday. Welcome to our community call. We are your hosts,
Yeah, Gregory and
Robin. And we get together every Monday night and we get to share what is going on in our LifeWave community. And we have some good news today. So, what do you want to jump right in?
yeah, I think so. It's going to be a short call today, but we're very excited that the company has released the final qualifications, which start today, April 29th, for our second incentive trip for North America. And so Robin's going to briefly go over those qualifications with you, and maybe we'll do a little Q&A on it to make sure everybody's clear on it. But we really look forward to seeing you all at the Hard Rock Cafe in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic in November, I believe. When is the trip?
It's actually didn't have the date. It is November,
Yeah.
which is a
Well,
good time to get to warm climate for some of us.
yeah. We got June, July, August, and so it's 3-month qualification, June, July, August,
It's
and
actually 18 weeks
1st
total.
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 Woohoo.
So should we jump in and
Okay.
well, let me talk about these incentive trips.
Oh, May,
This
June, I forgot May. May, June, July, August.
great.
So it's 4 months qualification.
Yes, it is. And Connie put 11-6 to 11-10. Thank you, thank you. And Lavelle did too. You guys are on it. And so these incentive trips are for anybody and everybody that wants to go. And that's the beauty of them. It's available. It's not just for leaders. Matter of fact, on these incentive trips, we had people that they weren't managers even. They were just really good at getting customers. And so they make this trip available to everyone. And, we've been on several and had an amazing time getting to be with our team and being with other teams and hanging out together, learning from each other, having a great time in faraway places. So this is a really fabulous trip. And Janet actually, she did a little pre-qualification for us last week because those people that were in Cancun, they got a little sneak preview of what was going on for the next incentive trip. So what we want to do this evening is go over the qualifications, make sure everyone's clear. And if you're not clear, like Gregory said, we'll have a little time for Q&A. There's a few things in the write-up here that are not real clear, so hopefully I'll clarify them. And so I'm just going to jump in, okay, hon?
Go for it.
Okay. So how do you qualify? Become a senior director. End of call. Actually, for those of you that are close to senior director, and a senior director has 10,000 in GVU points and has 2 personally sponsored directors and is also a director. If you do qualify as a senior director for your very first time, you get 2 complete tickets, including airfare and everything else for 2 people if you become a senior director. Now, for
And
the rest of us,
maintain that rank for 6 weeks, that not necessarily consecutive.
Thank you for that clarification. That's a really good one. So the sooner you get there, the better, because then you start counting your 6 weeks and realize that we have 18 weeks in this qualification period. So this is the time to really start strategizing. If you're going for senior director, the first thing to do is to identify who on your team wants to become a director for the first time. That is the key. All right. Or, well, they don't have to be for the first time, but you have to have 2 directors and you have to be a qualified director. But then let's take a look at the rest, because that's where it gets very interesting. And they did make some wonderful changes that makes it much more available for a lot of people on this trip. So when you personally sponsor people, silver, gold, and diamond, there's no bronze or no platinum points. So just know every time you get a silver or a gold or a diamond, you get those points, 1 point, 2 points, and 4 points. Now, if someone upgrades from where they are to a silver, a gold, or a diamond, you get 1, 2, and 4 points again. Now, this is very interesting because there was a little IT glitch in our favor. And that's a really good thing, because in the past, if you got a silver and they upgraded to gold, the most points you got were 2, but you get points for silver and gold and diamond. So that's pretty exciting. You can actually technically get 8 points from one person. Let's say they wanted to start as a customer because that's what was best for them. You get a point for them starting as a customer, and they can't help themselves, like what happened to me, and they start enrolling people or referring people, and they start getting, those extra points to earn free product, but then they realize this is so easy. I think I want to become a brand partner. So then they become a silver. Well, you get another point if they're personally sponsored when they go from PC to silver. And as we all know, one of the best values if you need to buy more product, and we've got 18 weeks, so this could very easily happen in 18 weeks, that they upgrade to gold. There's a $200 difference and they get almost they almost get $100 in free product. They almost save $100. So it's a really good value for them, and you get 2 more points. Now, if they were really going for it and they need a lot of product and it's the right time for them to upgrade to diamond because they're moving through product really fast, you can get 4 more points. So that's where you can get 8 points from one person. But that's not going to typically happen, but just know that is available. Now, the next part, I already talked about PC and PC Plus, not for retail. It's for PC and PC Plus customers only. Do you get that 1 point? That's very important. Now, it says rank advancement of team members. That should technically say rank advancement of personally sponsored team members. It's a little confusing there. So if you have a person that rank advanced to manager, they get, well, let's see, hello,
You get.
personal, you get, if you, so this is where it got a little confusing. Personal
Let me
enrollments.
comment about this, because these two, if you notice, rank advancement for team members and rank personal enrollments who rank advance. So it's kind of like a matching bonus. So if someone you personally enroll comes in as a manager, they get 2 points and you get 2 points. So it's a win-win situation.
Right. Okay. So notice that there's 2, 4, 5, 6 points at the higher ranks of executive and presidential, and then another 8 points if someone becomes an SPD. So if you have people that do rank advance, now I'm confused, honey.
Oh, I think I said it backwards. So rank advancement of team members, I think they get, this is what they get. So if someone becomes a senior presidential, they get 8 points. And if you help someone that's personally enrolled to become a senior presidential, you get
There
5.
you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. And then the addition that got added for everybody, which puts everyone in the game. If you maintain your lifetime rank, whatever your highest rank is, and you maintain that, you get 1 point per week as a manager, director, and senior director, and you get 2 points for the higher ranks. So for people that are executive director, presidential, and senior presidential, that's 36 points right there. and that means they only need 24 more points. But those that are doing manager, director, and senior director, that's 18 points. So you're well on your way. It takes 60 points to earn the trip. And it takes, is it 85? Down
Mhm.
at the bottom, 85 for 2 full tickets to get the flights. But with 60 points, you get 2 tickets and 1 flight. With 85 points, you get 2 tickets and 2 flights. So there we have it. That's the qualification. And it's really the most important thing is to really reach into your team and find out who's going for it. This is where it all begins, and you want to work with the willing. Just because someone can do it doesn't mean they want to do it. So you want to reach down to your people and find out. We have teams that have special groups on Facebook for the people that are going for it and cheering each other on and celebrating. So however you want to support your team, but the first goal is for you to make a decision. Do you want to go? Gregory and I decided we want to go. It was really hard not going to Cancun and not being with our team. But we want to go to Dominican Republic and be with you guys because it's so fun to play together. You never know what's going to happen there. And so I think that describes it. Now we want to take a look in the participants and see if anyone has their hand up for a question. I think someone had a question in the Q&A. I'm signed up in the Czech Republic, so this trip is not for me. Correct, Peter. That trip, oh, well, if it's Peter who lives in Mexico. If you're living in Mexico, then this trip is for North America. And if you're living in North America, even though you're signed up in the Czech Republic, I'm pretty certain, Peter, that you would qualify for this because you're living in Mexico. And
We
thank
may
you
have
for,
to check on that, and we'll check on that for you, Peter, but
Yeah.
They would probably allow you to participate in this trip because that's where your primary business is, even though you're signed up in the Czech Republic. Because Europe has their own incentive trips.
yeah. And so there's 3 different incentive trips. There's one for North America, there's one for Asia Pacific, and there's one for Europe. And so if you were living in Europe, in the Czech Republic, you'd be going for that one, Peter. Okay, we've got a few hands up. So let's start out with Bliss. That's a great place to start. Hello, Bliss. You want to, let's see, honey, do you want to make Bliss a panelist?
I'll allow her to talk. Here you go.
Okay,
Liz, you can go ahead.
you can unmute your line, Bliss.
Hi, it's actually Adam Seeley up in BC.
Hi, Adam.
I have another account for another group that I'm in that's called Bliss. So, but I'm glad you like the name.
I do.
Yeah, this is so exciting. I'm amazed at how. I just have a quick comment and then a question. I'm amazed how many points you get for enrolling someone versus like breaking a senior director. Like that, it's like an equal point value to enroll a gold who becomes a diamond as it is to like break a senior director. That's pretty amazing to me. But my question is, I'm a little foggy on the difference between maintaining your rank on the weekly basis, because I thought everything was sort of in terms of being active was dependent on the month. So could you explain that distinction?
Sure. We are on a weekly pay schedule. And
Right.
so from Sunday, Monday at 12:01 a.m. until Sunday midnight is our pay cycle. And so if you maintain, because you're going to be a director, did you become a director yet? Almost. You're close. I know you're close. You're really close.
Not
So
quite. But
it
an
was-
came in.
it's good that you waited because now you're going to get points, and so is Cameron, and so it'll be really fun to go on a trip with you guys.
Yeah.
So you will get points for becoming a director, and every week that you maintain being paid as director, that means you you've got 3 personally sponsored silvers on each leg, and you have a personally sponsored manager on each leg. and you've got 110 in personal volume, then you will get a point for that week. So you can get, and you could, you could actually get to senior director and win the whole thing and make it easy on yourself by having 2 directors. So you have a few options there. Adam, you have a few options. Yes.
Let me add one dimension to it, Adam, and I think this might help clarify your question. You need to have a certain amount of PV every 31 days.
Right.
But you need to maintain your qualification every 7 days. So there's a difference between your qualified rank and being active.
Right.
You're
That's what I
active by
Yeah.
you're active by having personal volume of at least 110 points at the, once you're a manager or above every 31 days, but your rank qualification requires that you have your structure in place and you have active managers.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, okay. Because so one person could fall out of being active in 1 week, and then they wouldn't be considered like qualified. So then you
Correct.
wouldn't, if they were one of your 2 silvers, for example, and they fell out in the 4th week, then you would lose that week of being qualified.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because it all depends on the time that they came in, and that 30-day cycle is different for everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah. And what's really, really important, and I've shared this and I will continue to share this, when you're going for the upper ranks, when you're going for any of the ranks, ranking up, whether it's manager or above, you want to get extra silvers to spare, because if you're a manager and you have 2 personally sponsored silvers on each leg,
Right.
and one of them doesn't repurchase, then you're no longer an active manager. So you don't get that point. So get extra silvers, get extra managers, get extra directors, because life happens. When I had my injury, Christmas Eve, I went from being, Gregory calls it the Energizer Bunny, to a screeching halt. And if someone was dependent on my activity, they'd be in big trouble because I wasn't active at all. So get extras, okay?
Right. Great. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah,
points a week-
this is
6
great.
points a week. 6 points a week times 14 is 84. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Lavelle, you've got your hand up. Okay, I don't hear you. What I think
Oh, there
is,
you go. There you go. Can you hear me
okay,
now?
yes.
Okay, great job. Couple of things. One, we're going.
Keller, I love it.
I know that Elliot said him and his wife are going, and we want our whole team to go. So let's go, everybody. But I also wanted to ask a couple of questions about if you hit a rank. So if you hit manager,
Mhm.
you get 2 points, and then if you hit director, you get another 3 points.
Mhm. Yes.
So
Correct.
then you will get 5 points, and then you hit senior director, you get another 3 points. That'd be 8 points. Correct?
So
Correct.
what I'm
Yeah, you
thinking
get
is,
2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. If you go manager, you get 2, you go director, you get 3 more, so that's 5. When you go senior director, you get 3 more, that's 8.
oh, stop. You don't, if you hit senior director, you qualify. That's all you need to do to earn the trip.
Okay, so
get
you
senior
hit senior director, you qualify, but it's just you only get 1 airfare. Is that
No,
correct?
you get 2. You get
But
2.
you got to do 6 weeks
You have to maintain it for 6 of the 18 weeks, correct?
throughout the 18 weeks. But
Yes.
just hitting senior director, you don't qualify.
No, you have to maintain it for 6 weeks.
Right. So I want to make sure that that's clear. Now, the other question is, and I wish the company would do it, but I know it's not in there, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway. For people that have enrolled people who are not active, but they're on my second level, but they're going up the ranks, and you're working with them, and the people that you enrolled on active, and you help them. It would be great if they gave points for that. But I know that's not in there.
You're
Because
right.
the people have been active for a year, and you work,
wish list.
yeah, we're gonna put that on our wish list. So that's
Okay.
great. I think
So
that's good.
I think I have to clarify something that on that one that says rank advancements of team members, that is a rank advancement for anybody. So all team members, if you become a manager, you get 2 points. If you become a director, if you have a personal enrollment who ranks advance, then they get points and you get points. Okay. That's where Gregory was saying there's the matching bonus. The sponsor always gets a match if someone rank advances. But when you rank advance, let's say, I'll use Elliot as an example because Elliot's going to fly through the plan here, and he'll probably earn the trip for senior director, but he'll probably go beyond that because he's going to have a whole bunch of his teammates there. So when he gets manager, he gets 2, director, he gets 4 more, senior director, poof, he's qualified. But let's say he wants to just keep going and he wants to be the top enroller, he'll get 6 more points for the next rank. And then the personal enrollments, when you have, so this is why you want to find out from your team who's really excited and interested and really wanting it, because you want to work with those people. So that because you get a lot of points when your teammates that you personally enrolled advance. And that's where it's not clear. It should be rank advancements for everybody, for yourself and everybody. Okay? And Cameron, you've got your hand up.
Hi, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to drive to this event. So do we know how juicy the flight reimbursement is going to be?
Did they give the details in the FAQs? I don't know if they did or not, but it typically covers it. So,
It's in the email that they sent out.
was
It's
it
400. It's
450?
450,
That's
right?
what I
And
read.
then 900 for 2 people, and they said
Nice.
that they pay that 30 days after the trip.
Awesome.
It's reimbursed.
Okay, great. Thanks, LaBelle.
Yep.
And I'm
yeah,
sure
I
there's
read
going to
it-
be
I
at least
read-
500 people this year for this
Well,
event.
This,
So
yeah,
hopefully they have a lot of rooms blocked off.
yes, they will. And everybody, there is no limit. The first time we went, there was a limit of 100 people. And so it was the top 100, but there is no limit. And Michelle was saying, is that 6 consecutive weeks of maintaining senior director? No, it's not consecutive, Michelle. And you are up for that one, my dear. You can get there. And it's just 6 out of the 18 weeks you have to be a paid as senior director. Okay? You're a director and you have 2 personally sponsored directors. And remember, when you get to senior director and above, those directors can be on the same leg. They just have to be personally sponsored. Okay. And Tommy wants to know how to get the rules in Spanish. Good question. Why don't you send a ticket, Tommy, to customer service, and they should be able to get that off to you. And yes, it is $450 for each flight. Okay, and Michelle's going for it. Okay, Michelle, we get to play in the pool again. I love it. All right. Who else has questions? I don't see any other hands up. Okay, so the first thing is a decision. The second thing is to find out who from your team, and then maybe we will take a look at some back office things on Thursday to take a look at how you can see who's getting close to ranks and where else to look and support your team. Lavelle, you got your hand up, and then Adam.
Or make a note, you cannot take another brand partner unless it's your spouse.
Thank you very much for clarifying that. That's a really good thing. So you can start thinking now who you want to take with you. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
probably
clarification.
spouse or business partner. If you're in a business partnership, probably both partners can go. or spouse, but you can't take upline or downline or crossline.
Honey, are you my partner?
And yep, a spousal partner. We qualify in both counts.
Yes, we do. Okay, Adam, you're next.
And let me unmute you, Adam. Is your hand up?
And I love seeing in the chat who's going. Yeah, you can't have adult children either. The only children that can come is if they're breastfeeding. Okay. And Julian's going, Michelle's going. Okay, and Rowena asked, why isn't platinum included? They keep saying they're going to get rid of the platinum kit. Eventually, they probably will. So they're not including it in the incentive. So Adam, did you want to share something? If not, we can go to Jen and come back to you. You want to unmute Jen, hun?
Yeah.
So Jen, you want to ask?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. I want to say something. I really thought I'd be able to take a daughter with me because I'm divorced, single, and I don't understand why they would make that judgment.
Well, it's an adult. It's not a child.
Yeah, it's a person. If I win for two people,
Yeah,
I
that's
should be able
fine.
to take
You
an
can-
adult with me.
As long as she's not a brand partner.
Well, they are. They're all brand partners.
Well,
My
then
kids,
not-
they're
then
smart,
They're brand partners, honey.
but they're
they-
not signing anybody up. Joy can't sign anybody up. I would be taking her, you know?
Honey, we'll take that offline. It's
Okay.
I don't necessarily agree with this guideline, but it is the guideline.
So I'll be complaining and writing about it, but
Yeah.
I get it. I just don't think it's fair. I just don't.
Yes, I know. I've heard that before. Yes.
Well,
yes.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I think we had another. Adam, did you want to ask something else?
I don't see Adam's hand up anywhere, so I can't.
Adam is bliss, honey.
Oh, sorry, Adam. Forgot about that.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I just
There you
didn't know I was using that account. Yeah, can I bring my dog Zoe? Is that just kidding?
Yeah.
So my question is, what do you think is going to be the best way to explain this to all the new people who are not hearing this? Maybe they get the newsletter, but is there going to be a really succinct recording with all of this coming out
One
soon?
way is there's a replay from last Thursday. There's a 25-minute training by Janet Kiefer, which is very, very good. Goes over most of this. Share this with them. And one thing also, the company is planning on within the next couple of weeks of having on everybody's back office the tally of your points. Okay. So but
Great.
we are also encouraging everybody to track your points, personal and personally enrolled points at the same time. But they are planning last incentive, they didn't have that. In a previous year, they did. So it was really, it was easy because you go to your back office and see what your point is each week, each day, how far along you are.
Great. Okay, so that recording you're talking about is probably on the Live Younger Success.
If
It's
you're
in
looking,
the newsletter.
yeah, it's in the newsletter.
Okay.
And it's also, in Live Younger, in the What's New section.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Younger Success. Okay.
And please make sure you're getting the newsletter. And if you're not, they're always in the liveyoungersuccess.com website. There's a newsletter archive and it's in What's New, and there's also an archive. And then down at the bottom of the newsletter, when you enroll a new person, you want to get them getting the newsletter and invite them to the Facebook groups. So
Oh,
Greg will go
so-
to that in just a minute. I'm seeing a
Sweet.
lot of people that are going and I'm loving this.
And I think Pete had his hand up. So Pete, do you want to say something?
Yes, Pete.
All right, let me just see if I'm unmuted here. Is that working? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
All
we
right,
can.
I just put in the chat and Robin had approved this video that we had uploaded from the director called. It's a little segment on Janet Kiefer doing a little video session on the training. I'm going to drop it here in the chat, and there's some really good questions surrounding how to earn points and little, not quite 100% clear in everyone's mind. And yes, Adam, the replay is always available to this call as well. Robin and Gregory will be posting that. But yeah, what I'm excited about in this trip versus other ones is you really had to work the customer program very hard. And I know the Aruba trip and some of the ones in the past. And this trip is so attainable because if you look at sponsoring someone to silver, upgrading to gold, upgrading to diamond, well, that's 7 points right there. Do that 10 times throughout the contest time frame, and you've got 70 points right there. If you do that, I mean, never mind all the other ways, maintaining, advancing, and all that Robin and Gregory shared here. So I think this is really powerful that all of us are going to be able to, anybody, even the people that aren't even here yet, that you're going to sponsor tomorrow, they can earn this trip because there's so many ways, and it makes it very enticing for a brand new person, and for you to convey that message and say, look what we have here. Do you like to travel? Yes or no? And well, if they say yes, well, you lay it out for them, they're going to get real excited. You're going to get a lot of growth from this travel thing here that we've got. So let's do it, everyone. We can all do this. Very exciting.
Excellent. Thank you, Pete. Well said.
Okay, and I think,
Can we move on?
Rowena, did we answer your question, Rowena, or do you still have a question? Are you unmuting her?
Oh, excuse me.
Rowena? Yeah, she still has a question. I think you can unmute your line now, hon.
Hi. Okay,
Hi.
my question is there a way to track your points? Like, does the company keep track of it? Where can you see it? Do I have to keep track of them myself?
Okay, good question. And so we recommend everyone keeps track of their own, although the company, in 2 weeks from now, there's going to be a tracking system that will be available and sent out to everybody. And so it will be much better done than it was before, but I do recommend you create your own list of the date, the name, the activity that earned points, and how many points it was. And do that. And so you have it. And Cameron and I went through that exercise as many times, and Cameron earned the trip to Cancun. He worked really hard. He started kind of late, but he went for it, and he was determined to go there, and he got it. And so having your own, taking responsibility is always a good idea instead of just trusting, because and it shows up in your back office when you go under personally enrolled. It's very easy. And when someone rank advances, you should know that if you personally enrolled them. Okay? That makes sense? Oh, she's quiet again. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone else? Okay, honey, do you want to move on to just
Why don't we do that? We're very excited about our $10,000 manager and director matching bonus program. And we're coming down the home stretch. When we added the directors to it, it's, we're starting to move the thermometer up quite a bit faster. We're up to 6,900 or 69%. So we still have another $3,100 available. And I suspect that's not going to last long because we're still in the build up ahead of steam, and combined with people's excitement for the incentive trip, I think we'll hit that 10,000 point, and then we'll be sending out notices and congratulations and checks to all of the winners. So there's still time to earn that extra $50 matching and the $250 matching. So major events upcoming. And this week, oh my gosh, Robin's going to be on an airplane this Thursday. And many of you, and some of you are also, and some are going to be driving, some are going to be flying. But really excited that Robin was invited to be a trainer on the Friday and Saturday sessions. And you'll have to be there to hear it.
And I'd love to know who's going to Houston. If you could write in the chat, I'm going to Houston, I'm going to boot camp. I'd love to know that because I want to make sure I see everybody.
Mhm.
Okay. So
And also,
Thursday night, there is an opportunity meeting and you can invite guests from 7 to 8:30 and you can use this as an email invitation. You can just copy this and send it to people in an email so they have it. The company didn't have a flyer that we know of. Okay, so everyone's saying that I'm going to Houston. I'm loving this. Okay, I gotta look. Kira's
Pete,
going.
did you have a
All
question about
right.
Houston?
Huh?
Did you have a question about Houston? I guess not. I thought he did. So, but I think that Tommy does. Tommy, do you have a question about Houston?
Did you promote him so he can unmute on?
Yeah, I did. Uh-huh.
Okay. Tommy, why don't you unmute your line? Well, until he's able to do that, you
There
can.
you go.
Okay.
Just to redirect the previous question, really. So if you're single, you can take anybody in the world except somebody who is a brand partner. Am I right?
Correct.
For the Dominican Republic. Okay.
Yes.
And a second question, no directly related, but you mentioned something about when is it when you can have two directors in one side, when you get to what position?
So at a senior director and above, Tommy, you
Okay.
have to have personally sponsored two directors. And they could be on the same leg or they could
Okay.
be on either leg.
All right.
But
Thank you.
for senior director and above, you need two personally sponsored directors.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, honey.
New news that we have is there is still room in the inn. So if you're going to Houston, they do have at the host hotel, the same hotel where the meeting is going to be, you can stay there for $139. And Robin, correct me if I'm wrong, but it has to be booked today. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So you got a couple hours, but not days to book your ticket if you're going. You can register and get more details. There's a link here. You get more details on the event and to register the event. But if you'd like to book a room at the host hotel, you have to click on the link here for the Houston Marriott Westchase. That clear for everyone?
Mhm.
Okay. And then some of the other events, we've already discussed these. In July, there's a big event coming up that Robin and I will both be in attendance at, along with other leaders from around the country. And that's going to be an all-day event with an after party. Just a wonderful thing. That's being hosted by Dr. Stacy. And so it's going to be a great event that we're going to be participating in. And we'll be back in Texas for our 20th annual anniversary convention. How exciting is that? So, and someone was asking about incentive trip training. So here's a click here to get the training from last week or the previous week. So I think that kind of, Robin, unless you have something else to talk about.
You know what? You keep talking because I left my phone upstairs for the spin. I'll be back. Oh no, I have it. I have it right here. I have
Oh,
it.
there we go. Okay.
We have to do the spin. I have it all ready. So
Doing that, while you're getting that ready, I'll just mention a week at a glance. Tomorrow night, we have SPD Janet Kiefer hosting Dr. Annabelle Garcia, MD. So that'll be tomorrow evening's X39 Share and Learn. It's great for guests, great for customers, great for brand partners. And after Dr. Annabelle shares her perspective and reasons for using Lifeway products in her practice, there'll be, we're inviting our brand partners to give some wonderful testimonials.
I'm having a little interesting technical difficulty because they changed the spin. I had everything all lined up and ready to go. And talk a little bit more, honey.
Okay, so our Thursday business training it's always there's always great information coming out of that live or the replays. Also, there's this Thursday evening Spanish LifeWave X39 intro. And Sunday, Connie and Anne Moreau and others are just kind of knocking the cover off the ball on Sunday night, with close to 400 people in attendance. I guess Sunday evening, people just love all those doctors coming together. It's a real share and learn, real-time Q&A. So that's the hottest call of the week. And that's for guests. It's great for guests, great for customers, great for brand partners. So thanks, Connie, for doing that, and all your team that participates in it, and everyone that participates, and everyone from Live Younger community. It's really a wonderful community call. So that's it.
I found it.
Okay.
They changed it. So every week for the last few months, we have a few more to go, that when you share your story in Vibrant Living and then we post it in the Facebook group, you qualify to be part of the spin, and we give a sleeve of patches. And I better look and see what we're giving away today. We are giving away the second most favorite one, Eon. Okay. So the winner of this spin wins an Eon sleeve. And the winner is
Judy. Oh, almost Judy. Bonnie Douglas.
Bonnie Douglas. Woohoo! Okay, Bonnie, make sure you send me your snail mail address and we'll get this off to you tomorrow. Okay? All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I think we got everything covered in the Q&A and in the chat. Let's just take a look. I'm loving that I'm going to be with all you guys in Houston. This will be really fun. So congratulations, Bonnie. Winnipeg it goes. Yes. Yay, Winnipeg. Winnipeg has a special spot in my heart. Okay. So everyone, we'll see you soon. Tomorrow night, we have Dr. Annabelle. Janet's going to be hosting Dr. Annabelle, and Annabelle is a pediatrician. So some children things come up, but it's not limited to that. And we'll be doing an introduction to LifeWave and X39 and David Schmidt on that call and the technology. So this is a good call to bring guests. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you, Gregory, as always.
Thank you, Robin,
everyone,
as
and all your
always.
questions. And let's go for Dominican Republic.
How fun it is. Okay, thanks, everyone. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for all you do, Robin and Gregory. Good night.
All right. Bye-bye.